Hi everybody, Victoria Moore from Project Grief, and this is obviously a very silly illustration of a mask. And the reason that I do that is because with this mask, you can actually see it looks ridiculous. If I walked around talking to you through this mask, you would just ask me what's going on, why am I wearing a mask, am I okay? But most people walk around without that ridiculous drawing in front of them. But with this mask of pretense, with this mask of success or makeup or happiness or joking all the time or whatever that may be, intellect, anything, but the mask, the front that people are met with is as silly as the front of the mask that I just drew for illustration purposes, because what we have learned to do since little is to mask how we truly feel and to pretend to everybody that we're okay when we're not, so that we get so used to wearing a mask of I'm okay, yes, I'm fine, how are you, that we actually start to believe it ourselves. And when we start to believe the lie, the emotional lie that we say, that we tell others, we buy it ourselves, we buy into that belief, that pretense, that mask. And the more that we do that, the more that we believe it. And then we start to wonder what's wrong with us, why we don't. Maybe we go and get this other label of depression, um, and then we just get stuck. Whereas actually, if we took those silly masks away and became much more authentic with our feelings and how we feel, if we learned to do that, our life would feel and be very different to how it is when we're trying to live our life through this mask, through this front of, yeah, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good, how are you, when we're not. So this mask leads to not reaching out. It leads to us believing that we're fine, even though we know that we're not. And this, as I said to you just a moment ago, will lead to these other problems, unnecessarily so. And it really does start with those basic beliefs that we're fine when we're not, and that we're okay when we're not, and that we have to put on this front. And of course, it doesn't mean we go around telling everybody our problems that we meet, but it means that we select very carefully the people that we can trust and we talk to those people, or we reach out for help, which is as much as reaching out for help if you needed to change your diet, or you needed to change your hairstyle, or you needed to change something about yourself physically, you would reach out for help. So reaching out for help when we're struggling with stuff emotionally is normal. It's a good thing to do. It should become a normal part of what we do as part of our healthy living. So working through this mask and not having this mask is really, really, really important. But you've got to know you're wearing it in the first place. And that is the first step really into creating the awareness that actually, am I putting a mask on all the time? Have I got so used to the mask that I'm wearing that I don't even know I'm wearing it anymore? So therefore, I'm just fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine becomes your norm when inside you're not fine. So I hope I've illustrated the point by my silly drawing at the beginning. But if you are finding that you are very much putting on this front all the time, it can be very, very exhausting. And there's nothing wrong with you if you do that. It's just that to do that permanently and for that mask to become who you are when that's not who you are isn't the best place to live your life from emotionally, because it means that you're not putting your emotional well-being first. And if you're not okay, then your relationships are going to suffer, your work's going to suffer, the relationship with your kids, if you have them, is going to suffer, and of course how you interact in your life is going to suffer, because everything suffers if you are not um, okay. Inside of your emotions are not okay, and you're not consistently okay. Of course, it's normal and natural to have sad and bad days. Those are normal places of being. What's not normal is to stay in those places for long periods of time, and for the okayness to be the occasional feeling. It should be the other way around. Your okayness should be your general good, consistent feeling, with the sad days and the bad days just being a normal occurrence that happens a minimum amount of times, because it's normal to feel sad when things change or when we go through stuff. We're just not meant to stay in that place. So I hope you've enjoyed the 5 minutes, a little bit longer today, and there'll be another video coming up tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.